one up.
What's Choose Life?
What?
Choose life. Simon says it sometimes. He says, choose life, Veronica.
Choose life. Choose life was a well-meaning slogan from a 1980s anti-drug campaign. And we used to add things to it. So I might say, for example, choose designer lingerie in the vain hope of kicking some life back into a dead relationship. Choose handbags. Choose high-heeled shoes, cashmere and silk to make yourself feel what passes for happy. Choose an iPhone made in China by a woman who jumped out of a window and stick it in the pocket of your jacket fresh from a South Asian fire trap. Choose Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram and 1,000 other ways to spew your bile across people you never met. Choose updating your profile. Tell the world what you had for breakfast and hope that someone somewhere cares. Choose looking up old flames, desperate to believe that you don't look as bad as they do. Choose live blogging from your first wank to your last breath. Human interaction reduced to nothing more than data. Choose 10 things you never knew about celebrities who'd had surgery. Choose screaming about abortion. Choose rape jokes, slut-shaming, revenge porn, and an endless tide of depressing misogyny. Choose 9/11 never happened, and if it did, it was the Jews. Choose a 0-hour contract and a 2-hour journey to work, and choose the same for your kids, only worse. And maybe tell yourself it's better that they never happened. And then sit back and smother the pain with an unknown dose of an unknown drug made in somebody's fucking kitchen. Choose unfulfilled promise and wishing you'd done it all differently. Choose never learning from your own mistakes. Choose watching history repeat itself. Choose the slow reconciliation towards what you can get, rather than what you always hoped for. Settle for less and keep a brave face on it. Choose disappointment. And choose losing the ones you loved, and as they fall from view, a piece of you dies with them. Until you can see that one day in the future, piece by piece, they will all be gone, and there'll be nothing left of you to call alive or dead. Choose your future, Veronica. Choose life. Anyway, it amused us at the time.
This poetry is thought-provoking and there's thought behind it, and there's great writing in rap as well. You know, you never hear rappers being compared for like the greatest writers of all time. You know, you hear Bob Dylan, so is Biggie Smalls. You know, some of the things that Biggie wrote.
Excuse me, flows just grow through me. Like trees to branches, cliffs to avalanches. It's the praying mantis, deep like the mind of Farrakhan.
Rakim, I mean, listen to some of the things he wrote.
Classical, too intelligent to be radical. Masterful, never irrelevant, mathematical.
I mean, if you take those lyrics and you pull them away from the music and you put them up on the wall somewhere and someone had to look at them, they would say, well, this is genius. This is genius work.
But you got people of all races, like coming together and helping shape this from the ground up. So now you got little white kids growing up with black idols, and you got black kids growing up with white idols. You got, it's just this whole mixing pot. Nothing has brought more races and more people from all different walks of life together than hip hop. No music has done that. I don't think anything has done that as much as hip hop has. So, in the same token, I can understand the frustration being that, you know, damn near every form of music, period, was created by black people. So, you got Chuck Berry, you got Rosetta Tharpe, and rock and roll is starting to get some attention, but then along comes Elvis. And people are acting like, oh my God, I've never seen this before. You've seen it before, but you might not have seen a white person do it to this level. So now, he sells the most records and people are calling him the king of rock and roll, right? But on the flip side of the coin, if I'm a black kid growing up in, let's say, the 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever, right? And I'm looking on TV and nobody looks like me, and it's very stereotypical, and I'm looking at toys, and everything is white. The fucking action figures are all white. The fucking superheroes are all white. Like, maybe there's one or two black superheroes mixed in there with mostly white. I don't know how I grow up and not have a chip on my shoulder. On the other flip side of that coin, we don't get to choose our parents. We don't get to choose what color we're born. It's more about, at that point it becomes, you're born, here you are, you're what color you are, you're what nationality you are, and then it's what you do with it, right? To make a difference. To make a difference. To make a difference.
We are brought here today by our forefathers to ensure quality music for generations to come. Everything we do will be systematic by design of the hierarchy.
Trick. Trick. It's a trick. We've been tricked. It's a trick. We've been tricked. Tricked into thinking we need that, we need this. Tricked into thinking since we rap, we get rich. Trick. My nigga, it's a trick. It's a trick. We've been tricked into thinking that the art is a pie to be split. My nigga, that's a farce, it's a lie, we've been tricked. If you can name a record label guy taking risks, then I can name a misdirected guy that's been tricked. This is why I don't fuck with them. Only thing they taking is your publishing. Watch you make mistakes in the court of public sin. Got you concentrating on hitting the club, getting spins. Balling off of your budget, that's at your expense. Your A&R spending 5, they deducting 10. Trick, we've been tricked. It's a trick. My nigga, it's a trick. Trick into thinking we need them to exist. Trick into thinking that my sister is a bitch. Thinking I can kiss these random bitches on the lips. Thinking that my health is not an issue till I'm sick. Forever having issues with my brother, that's a trick. Because we Crips and Bloods, we kill each other, that's a trick. Think because you do crime that you cannot fall victim. Think you can drink and drive, not end up in car collision. From day one at the hospital, they target our children. Say they gon' immunize them, they somehow get autism. Incriminate myself on record, speaking on my life. Expect to receive blessings out here cheating on my wife. Trick, it's a trick, we've been tricked. Trick, my nigga, you've been tricked.
It is obscene. It is obscene. It is obscene. In 1992, the Canadian Supreme Court ruled that it was more important to ban speech that is dehumanizing to women than to protect free speech. Now we see the direct and indirect effects. We see the rise in murders, in abuse, in batterings, teen prostitution and teen suicide. We hear the wailing mothers, the grieving sisters, the tormented brothers and fathers and children planning their own funerals with pink dresses and pink caskets. If the filth that is portrayed in these gangster rap videos and art is not obscene, then I submit that nothing is obscene.
We started off as targets. We had the Congress mad at the whole genre, trying to get rid of us. Now it's like we're not even trying to be good. It's like we just sitting ducks in the eyes of the bull. I open windows with hopes that the wind blows you 10 more blessings. Set my Timbos next to my dresser with the Nintendo, and yes, the extendos on the AK-47, and it's wrapped in the dresses of Invo. Yeah! It's time to move something. I guess we missed our window to try to prove something. Spot a whack producer from across the room. Walk up to him, smack his hookah across the moon. Break a platinum plaque over a rapper back. Go and toss that bitch into a dark lagoon. Go into the heart of the art form with a harpoon. They ain't skilled enough to stay in the field with us. You gon' have to retire me. It's only like 4 or 5 of you rappers who can actually inspire me. I be out here telling the truth. I should sign my autograph with a polygraph. I move in silence, Trying to get to you before you can brace yourself. Cause I'm trying to put your ass in a body cast. Y'all niggas lollygag. Not me this evening, I'm with the biggest spenders, having the most prestigious dinner. You eating church's chicken with suspicious, fictitious sinners. I'm a living legend, you a fidget spinner. I'm getting chatted, they trying to catch up to my past M's. And I'm getting better quicker, trying to catch up and pass M. I be blacking out, you can ask them. Everything I spit be sick, gag phlegm. Everything I wear be tailor-made to fit, giraffe trim. It seem like everybody out here right now wanna be pop while I'm zoning, stirring the pot. I'm about to go so motherfucking Lamont Coleman. It's about to be disturbing to watch while I'm out here swerving the drop. Your favorite rapper about to get cleaned up, served in a box like laundry detergent, pushing around these birds with a mop. Trying to stay in a genius, creative state of mind. Trying to stay sharper than stray sharks in a gator pond. Gator down, all for the greater good of the greater grind. Why they denying now? All these heathens be crying about taking care of 2, 3 dudes, but these people be lying. We keeping it G. We keeping the iron out. They feed negativity. We eating vagina while keeping it Zion. We turning the streets of Detroit to a D-zoo, eating while we feed people to lions. The dude that I bought with me, psycho and schizo, he think that he loop. He like to lift you and make you skywalk. You don't wanna play with none of his make-believe truth. He'll make the iron speak too. He'll do the art 2D2 to your art until it's parts of an easel through a piece of your heart in a jar for the people to dissect it, Juilliard. I'm the best of who we are. That's fucking food for thought. Nobody else been thinking like me thus far though. Subpar cerebrals.
For 400 years, prophet came before principle. We marched for our rights to Selma. I was there with Dr. King. Music that glorifies and promotes violence with guns, knives, or drugs. And that includes all this gangster rap. That's it. We march again. And we're gonna keep on marching and demonstrating.
I make your mouthpiece obese like Delores while I'm flipping pies like Patti LaBelle, Sarah Lee. Eating all the bark with Gargamel off of the cherry tree. King of the dark art, all is pale compared to me. Let the hell from the evil word flip hat fury while hip-hop stay colorful, fruity like riff-raff jewelry. I enter into a different intuitiveness on instruments. I just whiplash new beats. You just the next wave to catch a crazy catchphrase. I'm just a neck brace to the next crazy contestant who should step to me net pay. Tell paparazzi I'm charging sales tax to media. In order to picture these digits, press will have to catch the Loch Ness on the back of a Hellcat or capture a meteor. Me, I leapt from the frying pan like the devil's last ingredient. While Jesus wept, I made boss music flunkies relate to. Better each time I came through, like I held back the previous. Look, I'm the real thing. These niggas just here to provide dangerous detail. If any of y'all MCMs is any flyer than me, dear, these niggas listen to sign language, probably speak braille. Me, I'm just about to stick my dick in the dirt. Either that or a motto, these either raps or the Bible. I'm gonna relapse for a bottle or be in an Aston Zagato. Relax for a throttle, one of the last living rap forefathers who wouldn't ask for $1. My style lethal, ferocious. Streaming out the club when your single drop like a single drop of blood off the beak of a vulture. I broke my key off in the car door just as I was on my way to score a quarter key off of Ardmore. I'm an angel of squalor. My threshold for pain goes farther than a Marine who's been ordered to war. So a 345, which by the way is a 3:45. Somebody asked me for a change for $1. While I spray your ass with 4 different fours. More layers than 44 assorted guitars. Vocabulary lord sicker than herpes recording to source. The Virgin Mary took a morning after pill the morning before fornicating the Lord. Then gave birth to me 44 days later, drinking the 40 at the corner store. Therefore, this is more than just my dormitory. This is the safe place I come to look Benjamin in the face, where you gon' end up getting 8 like 4 and 4 icicles that's made of blood.